Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome to another episode here on Farming Simulator 19. We are still hanging out in Erlengrat, enjoying our mountain views. Honestly, I've been pretty bad. I haven't really been looking at the views, and it makes me feel real sad. I completely forgot about that funky mountain up there. If you see, he kind of tweaks out every once in a while. It is funny to see, but we have a couple of tasks that I want to get done today. So, if you guys remember from the last episode, hold on, let me swing in here. I want to get, yeah, this contract here. We're going to accept contract on field 9. Are there any other weeding contracts? Yeah, field 3. Where's field 3? Field 3 doesn't really seem worth it. Yeah, it's like 600 bucks more for like double the field size. Nope. Alright. I just want to have, as I said, I've really been trying to have it so that everything is being used as often as possible. So, we're going to hop on into here, and I am going to hop back into here. So, between last episode and this, I watched the video again for this. It's actually a video by Farmer Cop, by the way, where he talks about oilseed radish. If I remember correctly, I will put it in, if I remember to, I will put it in the description down below, or a little pop-up in the top right corner. Hopefully both, and you guys will be able to see those. But it is actually fully grown, so it only has 2 growth stages, planted and this stage right here. So ooh, actually, you know what I forgot to do? There was something I meant to do before I brought this out here, and that was top off my seeds. But yeah, so we are all set to go on this one here and that one over there. So what I'm thinking is I want to get the headlands done on this, and then I'll probably end up getting a worker. So, whoa, what? That was weird. We're gonna get the headlands done on this at least. I may end up putting a worker on it because I do want to try and get some more of the trees planted. As you can see, I did lay out a couple of the crates. I got a crate here, a crate down there, and then the half crate here, and then there is one still on the flatbed way down there. So we'll be able to do all of that, which will be nice. I'm very happy about that. The problem is I don't know what I want to plant over here. And I actually grabbed 2 of these so that I could use one for the potatoes. So we're going to look at that. You can actually, so it'll be nice. I am going to have potatoes in the silo for the future, because you can have potatoes you can use potatoes in place of seeds in a lot of the potato planters, which honestly is normally how it's done in real life, so it does kind of make sense that that'd be a thing. So I'm pumped about that. How's that guy doing? You haven't gotten stuck yet? No, good. Yoink. Let's go V. And what do I want to do? What is it? Y? Let's see. You know what? Let's do soybeans. We haven't done soybeans in a while. Let's take a look. Are soybeans worth anything right now? Yeah. Of course, it's Felsburn grain mill, but still worth a decent amount. And then we will be able to get the soybean straw from it as well. So it means we will end up having to buy a baler, because I do not currently own a baler. But that is something we'll be saving up some money for. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a little bit of money in from the oats. I was really hoping to save the oats, but at this point it looks like we're going to have to harvest and sell the oats pretty much straight away. And then we'll just have to kind of just turn fields over quickly, because I did exactly what I did in the last when I was over in Felsburn. I overbought, not because of, you know, bad planning. Like, it is kind of bad planning, but I want to try and do a lot of different stuff, and I'm trying to make it so that I can do it really, well, not early, but I just want to be able to do all the other stuff. And that's really what my problem's been, is I'm trying to expand to new things too fast. And honestly, I'm fine with it. I pretty much come to grips in the last episode that, hey, I might have to take out a little bit more of a loan, which I'm fine with. We'll probably end up taking, depending on how much we make off the oats, which probably won't be a lot, we may end up taking out a small loan when it comes to potato harvesting. But I feel we're going to make enough money back after the potato harvest that the loan that I take out for that won't be bad. And I gotta start, anything I take out a loan for, I gotta make sure that half of its value goes back into paying off that loan. So like if I make 40,000 off potatoes, I got to put 20,000 into the loan. And I think that'll be a good way to start paying it all off. You know, I think that'll be a good plan that I have to start having. And I just haven't been doing that. I've just been, you know, I only took out the one big loan and then a small loan in the last episode. So I don't think it's too bad. But we are always pretty much running harvest to harvest. And it's partially because I put down a little bit more in relation to buildings than I probably should have right away. But honestly, I'm fine with it. Because you'll always have something to do. And if need be, I can always just do an episode that's entirely jobs. You know, I really don't mind doing that. It's not a bad way to do things. You don't really make a ton of money off jobs on here because everything's Felsburn grain mill. So you load it all up in the train and then, well, you don't get any of the spare. Not like if you sell it in town, you know. If you sell it in town, anything that's left over after the contract's fulfilled, you get to keep. You know, so you could sell it right away, which is what I normally end up doing, or you dump it in your silo for, you know, rainy day funds, which is, you know, would be nice to have a little bit of surplus of stuff. But, you know, as I said, it's something I'll hopefully get out of the habit of, is trying to start up too many projects at once, because it was like, oh, we'll do the, you know, this and that, and I'll get all this other stuff going. And you know, last episode I was going to try and get the bees going as well, but it's not really worth getting the bees going until I can afford the machines and the buildings. So I'll end up looking at that a bit more, but that is some global company stuff that I really wanted to try, but I'm not going to be able to at the moment. But we will be doing that in the near future. Probably after, I should hopefully make enough from the potatoes and trees as to where I can start either buying a new field or getting all of the stuff set up to do the brain no work, the bees. So we'll have to see about that. But as I said, that is all stuff that I will be figuring out as we go. And what I need to do now is finish getting a couple more layers on this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw on a quick bit of music. You guys can have a happy go fun dance party, and I'm gonna do some more pulling. Well, I ended up getting a lot more done during that time lapse on this field than I honestly thought I was going to, which makes me pretty happy. So what we're gonna do, where's my, oh, he's all the way over here. Where, this guy finished up just in time? Yeah, he just finished. That's funny. I'm happy about that. So I had planned initially on leaving more of that to the worker and grabbing the potatoes to start, but I had forgotten that I'd thrown this over here, so I ended up just doing the whole time lapse of me being over there. I'm fine with it. We're gonna let that guy finish it up. As you can see, it's not gonna take very long. I will have to go back. There's that one spot and then that little slice in the corner over there that's always missed every time I do it. So we'll play around with that once we get to it. But what I want to do is take a look at getting some of these potatoes in. So, and by the way, as I was saying, for those who don't know, this may be the first episode you're seeing. The reason I did the oilseed radish beforehand is for this. When you plow it into the ground, it equates as the first level of fertilized. So if you look down here, I had to fertilize this myself in the last episode. This one here, I only had to seed it, let it grow, and then plant again. And as far as I know, oilseed is the only crop that does that. It's actually, the full name is oilseed radish, so if you're trying to figure out some info on it. But as I said, there should be a video that was linked towards the beginning of this, so you guys can check it out. But where did I put it over here? That's what I did with it. Yoink. But yeah, I want to start playing around with this. It's really just to see what is going to be required, like how much space this is going to plant at and stuff like that, just so I can really see what needs to be done with it. So let's hop in over here. Yoink. Put all this stuff here, and now it's all kind of, whoop. There we go. Does it actually fill it with potatoes? That is funny, yeah, it makes it look like it's full of potatoes. Because, yeah, as I said, that's how a potato planter works. You plant potatoes in the ground. So when we do plant... You know what? I think that... Hold on. That'd be pretty cheaty, because I think you can get more... I don't know, the price might balance out, because I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, you could easily just put a boatload of seeds into this and dump them into there, and it might end up being worth more as potatoes than as seeds. But I don't know. I'd have to check. Alright, so let's take a look. We're gonna V it. Let's bring up F1 just to make sure I don't have anything extra. Let's see. Unfold planter. X. Lift planter? No, so I should just click... Do I have to click anything, or does it just go? Oh, you have to cultivate beforehand, don't you? Hold on. I might have made a boo-boo, guys. I made a boo-boo, guys. You have to cultivate beforehand, which I honestly completely forgot about. I think that technically I can do it with a plow, if I remember correctly, so I'm going to test that real quick. How's that guy doing? That guy's doing good. So yeah, let me take a look at that. I'm gonna see if I can... Oh, actually, yeah, that plow should do it there. So, as I said, let me see if this will work for us. And if it does, we'll be back to do some potatoes. If not, we'll hop back in and do some more trees. So it does turn out that we do have to plow this first, guys. So I am going to plow it, and what I am going to do is I'm going to do this whole area here as potatoes. And yes, it is a bit bigger than what I laid down the oilseed radish for, but I don't really mind. Like, don't get me wrong, the more potatoes I get, the better, but I don't really mind as much right now with its first application for fertilization, because I think we'll still be able to do fine. You know, I think this is going to do a fantastic job no matter how we end up doing it. And I think it's just an easy way to do it right now. So let's get this in. And it should be easy, and there'll still be a good chunk of it that is fertilized. That whole middle section is going to be fertilized without a problem, so we'll be able to get it done. I was just looking at it when I started planting. It's going to take me a really long time to get this stuff planted because of how small our current planter is. But as I said, we'll be able to step it up and up every time and be able to kind of make a little bit more money every time we do it. So it'll be nice. I think this time I'm going to do potatoes in here, and we might end up doing some other stuff in these other sections. I am undecided. I don't know if I'll do all of this potatoes right away. I think having another crop that I can harvest without specialty tools that'll finish up just about the same time would be nice, because we will be able to get a good amount of stuff. We'll be able to get a little bit of bonus money. You know, I won't be working entirely under the concept of let's hope that we have enough and take out a loan otherwise. We will be able to work towards having enough if we have to go and harvest these. But we're definitely going to do these two sections here as potatoes. I think that's going to be a good way to do it. And it'll just, it'll give us a lot of potatoes. This is a long run here. So we'll be able to make a decent amount of potato out of this. It's weird. It seems to be picky on when it's hitting here or not. And I'm going to have to switch it to Y right here. So that way I can get these back to field. There we go. I'll probably come along and touch this up again in the future. I'm not too worried about it right now. But it's going to look nice, and I'll probably have to fix up this section. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I'll have to fix that up grass-wise just to paint it in. But yeah, we're going to be good with this. I think it'll be good. And yeah, I'm going to end up putting probably just more soybean in those 3 plots there just to fill it out. And it'll be ready. Yeah, it'll actually probably be ready the same time as this. I'm going to get that worker set up on it, and hopefully they'll be able to do it fine without too many problems. I don't know for sure, but they should, as I said, should be fine with it. Yoink. Let's grab this guy. So what I'm going to do, let me just finish this up. I'm going to get the worker set up on... Actually, you know what? I can't because... Yeah, you know what? I can. Let me get the worker set up on this. I'll have them do the next section, and I'll start on doing the potatoes. I think that'll be a good way to do it. So, let me wrap this up, get everything set up, and I will be back with you in just a moment. Now, okay, there we go, guys. I got all of that set up, and now we're going to go through and ever so slowly drive ourselves some potato planter. It does not burn through potatoes as fast as I thought, which is really nice. We've got our other worker up there planting soybeans. Oop, I forgot to grab that little dot there. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, this is going to be nice. We'll just run along this. We can do a little bit of potatoes at a time at 3 whole miles an hour. This is going to take a very long time. I don't know how much bigger potato planters get. I know that there are a couple of other options here. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to give that to a worker. Right. Yep. I'm going to stay in it, though, so we can switch back. And I'm going to look at some more stuff. Let's take a look. Potato tech. So, what am I... 3 meters. This one here is also 3. And this one is 6. So, this is double wide. And then harvesters. I'll probably end up going with this harvester. Just because it's inexpensive. And yeah, the next one up is 150,000. But this one here just dumps them on the ground. So I had 2 ideas. I'm either going to use this guy here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. The Krukawaiak. The Krukawaiak. We'll take a look at this. This would be great if it could... Actually, yeah, because when it unfolds, it pulls out to the side. It'd be great if this thing could tow a trailer behind it. That'd be wicked nice. But it does not look like that's something it does, so I'll have to set up a follow me, which I think will be fine if I end up doing it that way. Otherwise, I can just use a bucket and lift it up and dump it into a trailer as we go, off and on. And I think that'll end up working very nicely. We'll be able to do a lot right there. And it won't be bad. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. We'll be able to get a lot done. I gotta fix this guy now. I'm just gonna do this real quick. There we go. And then I'm just gonna put it back on. Alright. It is off. Yeah. There's a new hotkey for it, which makes it so much easier to work with. When it comes to... Oh, they don't finish? No, no, no. H. Stop. Stop. No. V. All the way to the end. Let's go. Alright. So I'm going to throw on another quick time lapse here, guys. We might end up a little time lapse heavy today, and I do apologize. But at a whole 3 miles an hour, yeah, that'd take a really long time. Probably, I'm going to hope that I get all of this done today, but with how small this plant's, it's going to be a bit. So, I'm going to continue on doing what we're doing, and we'll play some music so you guys can just listen. This is taking a really long time. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's not running out as fast as I thought it would. I honestly thought we'd run out of stuff in this a lot faster. I did miss a couple spots that we'll have to go back and fix in the near future. And I found out there were a lot of spots where I kind of double planted, which I think will be fine. You know, it's our first time using this little planter. Hopefully, after the first harvest, we won't have to worry about it. We'll be able to kind of just run through everything and be good with it. But I don't actually know for sure. And I'm not too worried about it. I am pretty much fine with where we're at least plant-wise. We are running into issues of money. And I know I talked about it. We'll probably end up taking a little bit more of a loan out after this because we do need to at least make it through to tomorrow, which will mean that we're going to get hit with a loan. Our loan payments on this and on that, it comes out to about $3,000 plus just standard upkeep money. So we will have to keep an eye on that. And as I said, it's going to be a little tough until we get the next harvest in. So we'll have to play it day by day. I think the oats will be ready in the next episode. And we'll probably... I'm going to try and get some more trees planted today. I put a worker on this at one point. I don't know if you guys saw it in the time lapse or not when I was going to do that. But the worker started doing a lot of odd stuff. And I don't know what they were doing. So I'm really hoping that it's not going to be an issue putting a worker on this project. But I think it'll be fine. What I'm going to do real quick is I am going to finish up this last little section here off camera, along with the couple of little spots that we missed. So like right in front of the other tractor there, and there's a couple other spots going down the line that we are going to have to take care of real quick. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hopefully set a worker to do this next set of rows, and then I am going to get started on planting the trees, because yeah, I want to get at least the next row done. And we'll probably end up chit-chatting during it. I did the time lapse in the last episode. It's not bad, but it's kind of boring, you know. Don't get me wrong, the rest of this is just driving up and down a field, but doing the trees in the first person like that, it doesn't seem like there's enough visually around it kind of going on to make it at least somewhat entertaining. So maybe if I find some fun music, we'll end up having a time lapse for the trees. But it'll probably just end up being me talking. So as I said, let me get this done. I gotta grab these couple of patches here, and then we'll move on to trees. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to do all of the potatoes ourselves, because this person, I don't know what's going on with these guys. This is what they did, and then they turned around to come back and do it again. Like, same thing here. They did this, went down, spent forever to turn around, and then did this. So sadly, it looks like I'm gonna have to plant all the potatoes, at least with this machine, all by myself, which I'm not going to worry about right now. Now that I think about it, I think that might cause a problem when we sleep, because we are already looking at 6:30. So yeah, that's gonna be a little weird. I am gonna have to touch this up. You guys probably saw I made a mess out of this, which I'll end up getting done. It'll be good. You know, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I'll have to do this. And I think having the split will be fine. We'll be able to harvest this and make a little bit of money off of these potatoes while we plant the next potatoes, depending on how much the crops grow. Let's grab this. We're going to put our guy down right here. Whoop. 1, 2. And there we go. But yeah, I'm happy with everything we're doing. I just think that I jumped into a lot of this too fast, and that's what's really causing... Oop, I am all out. That's what's going to be causing a lot of these money issues. So, I'm not going to talk about the money issues anymore, because it's probably getting annoying. Yoink. Let's grab our one, grab that, grab our one again. Because you can't... It feels like you move slower holding on to this. I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain, but... yeah. Lots and lots of trees to be planted. But as I said, once all of this comes through, it is going to be a lot of money. You know what I mean? Between the harvest, between the oats, the soybeans, the potatoes, the trees, it's all going to do fantastic. I just have to survive until it happens. You know, we're down to 1,800 bucks. I could probably sell my sprayer, to be honest. I don't really need that anymore, so I should probably sell it. I'll probably end up selling it at the end of the episode just to get rid of it, because I only kept it just to keep, you know, but at this point I don't really need it anymore because we are using solid fertilizer, and I'm hoping to start doing the oilseed radish more often. I think it's nice, it's less expensive, and it gives us something a little bit different to do, you know. So we're probably gonna end up doing oilseed radish a little bit more often, and we'll just do a second layer of fertilizer later, which, as I said, I think will work out fine. So we're gonna do that, continue on with the trees. And I do want to actually check on the chickens before we do wrap up today. They should have enough to really keep going, but I gotta check their cleanliness and such. I did hop in pretty fast on having all of these chickens. You know, let's just check on the chickens real quick while we're up here. I gotta grab some more trees. Okay, good. So it has started going into this crate, which is nice. So that'll make it a bit easier to work with. Let me get this out of here. Whoop. So yeah, we've got 4.8% in here, and this should fill up a lot. These here will be good. We'll be able to do a lot. That's 300 eggs right there. 300 liters, which isn't going to be a lot of money, to be honest. It is a very small amount. Actually, you know what? Let me take a look. What are eggs worth right now? I know, we're just kind of bouncing around, but just kind of how my brain... Oh, actually, you know what? We could probably still make about $1,000. Yeah, it's about a third of a sale. So it's actually not too bad. We'll be able to make a decent amount of money from that. But yeah, we've only got this row and then 2 more rows of trees. I may add another one roadside. It really depends on what I have for extras when we're done with this. And I'll know for the future on good ways to set up my crates to make sure that we have enough spread out to do this. We may end up, honestly, in the future, we will end up getting a machine to do our planting. It's just they're not cheap, and I wanted to really start planting, so I grabbed this, which I can't... It was either 500 or 5,000. I don't actually remember what this cost. I don't even know where it'd be under. Miscellaneous? Yep, 3,400. So, and then we have to do everything by hand, which isn't bad. I actually was looking at that. There's a lot of options for doing things by hand in this game, which is kind of funny. There's the broom, obviously, which we've used in the past. There's this. There is actually a hand weeder. It pretty much looks like a hoe, and I don't know how long it would take to do a large field. I think that's more for just like small scale farming, but it'd still be pretty crazy to try and do someday. Find the, you know, do a field via hand tools. I don't think you can plant by hand tools, or at least I haven't found a hand tool yet for planting, but I'm sure there's one somewhere. And it would probably be really fun to play with. And yeah, let's see, how much do we... can I see how many I have left on me? No, I can't. I wish I could see how... Oh, actually, you know what? If I go F1, yeah, it's up here. I have 1 piece fir tree left. And I need like 5. Yeah, you do move faster without. Yoink. But yeah, we've got a good amount of money sitting here. It's not going to be long until we start making a bit more money. So, but yeah, this is the last of the trees for today. Yeah. Come on, we only got a couple more. I should really plant this middle section before we sleep. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing that real quick. So let me get into here. I'm actually just gonna, you know, I was gonna say set a worker on it, but I don't know if that'd be smart because they'll just head over into this next section and start planting where we're going to put potatoes. And since I already cultivated it, I don't really want to deal with that. If it wasn't for the fact that, I plowed it. I didn't cultivate it. But if I didn't plow it, I wouldn't mind it. But, so I'm going to throw on, we're going to do a real quick time lapse. This one's going to be wicked fast of me just getting this section done. And then we're going to swing on over and sell our fertilized sprayer. And there we go, guys. Really quick time lapse. What I did just notice while we were up here is we got some odd growth and some weeds. Actually, I just noticed we've got 2 more spots I have to get. There we go on that. And then, oh, it looks like the weeds are coming through. I'm gonna leave those 2 spots. I'm not too worried about it. I am curious on the weed progression. Oh, we are negative $2,600, guys. I don't know how that happened. When did we go so negative? I don't know. Let's shut that off. Let's fold her up. Well, actually, no, I need this. Q. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna sell my sprayer real quick. This is only the first time, honestly, the first time I've ever gone negative in this game. I have never gone negative before, and it feels rather weird going negative. Makes me feel like I failed, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of bummed about that. Well, hopefully we can figure it out. This will get me a little bit of money back. And as I said, this is entirely because I went and tried to do too many things at once. I know why I've gone negative. I'm just still really bummed about it. So we'll have to look into it and figure it out from there. Well, we're going to have to see how much this makes us anyway. You know what I have to do? What's it? I to unload this. There we go. Let's just dump those off. That's liquid fertilizer. If it was herbicide, I'd use it, but it's not. So we're end up probably just storing those. I don't honestly know what we're going to do with them, so we'll have to just keep it around. I may end up having to start doing some work for other people just to catch up on my own bills farm-wise, which is rather sad. But we'll see how much this makes us, and we'll be able to go from there. You know, there were a couple other mistakes that I had made, but I think the biggest thing has been that I tried to do too many things too fast. And when I had like 100,000, I just spent it all. Let's drop that in there. Move this tractor out of the way. I should probably, well, I was gonna say I should return that tractor, but it's not really. So, oh, actually, you know what? We're gonna get 30,000 bucks back. Whew. I don't use it, so why hold on to it? But yeah, let's I'll hold off sleep until the next episode. I think that's what we'll do. Let me just kick it down to 1 for now, just to keep it so I can figure out what I'm doing between now and then. But I want to thank you guys for stopping in for this episode. If you guys have any ideas on how I could improve my money situation, obviously selling that part right there really helped, and harvesting this I think will help a lot. This looks real nice, by the way. This is a very clean looking field. I'm happy with it. I think I did very good with that field. I just thought about it. I don't think I put a second application of fertilizer on it, which I'm not going to be able to do because actually no, I do have the smaller tires on my spreader, so we may end up doing it. I may just let it do its thing. I don't know, to be honest. we will see. I'm going to see how far the weeds have spread on the other field. And if it is enough, I'll probably start off next episode by taking care of them. If it's not really a lot, I'll end up just dealing with the weeds, I guess. I don't know. I'm undecided. I really shouldn't. I should just work through the night, which I'll probably end up doing because we need as much money coming in as we can get. And if I don't take care of it, then why? I'm not going to make any money. So, as I was saying, thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.